Hi, my name's Cameron Carlson with AnimeLocation.tv at Sugoicon 2011. I have with me a really nice and awesome friend of mine, Doug Smith. How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
All right, so it's been a while since we last talked to you at OhioCon 2011. How have you been?
I've been all right. Been busy with my day job, but other than that, you know, when I do get a chance, I love coming out here and seeing the fans again. As Nate was saying, I've been going to Sugoicon for over 9 years, but I want to say 10. But since he said 9, I'll have to believe him because it's hard keeping count of all the years. And Nate has become like family, and he's a really good friend, and I just love coming back here. It's just like one giant fun roller coaster ride.
So this is another return trip for you because you unfortunately had to miss last year for some personal reasons, and now you're back this year. So how is it like to, you know, grab right back onto the saddle and come right back to it?
I started out of the year on a slow start. Family time needed to happen. Actually, last Wednesday was the 1-year anniversary of my mom's passing. So that was the reason for me not being here last year. But now that I'm back, I got my creativity back, you know, getting into the swing of things. There's some new additions to my booth over here. Some of my latest pieces of artwork. And gradually still working on my website, like I was saying in my previous interviews over the years. It's been very hard for me to actually get that implemented, being the only one that does all this. I'm just me, Doug Smith. It's just a one-trick pony. I'm it. That's it. I'm not a brony. I'm not into that. So, talk to Josh. Talk to Josh about that. I hang out with the unicorns. They're the destroyer of all ponies. So, yeah, they have horns. You know, maybe they shoot magical beams out of the horn. I don't know. So.
So in the last interview, you mentioned that you're a graphic designer. How'd you get all started being a graphic designer?
Well, in high school, I was always loving art. Art was always there. I've been doing it since high school, elementary school. Found out about the skill in elementary school. Didn't put down the pencil since then, and it's been developing ever since that first day in elementary. Well, one fateful day of seeing a classmate draw and intrigued me to draw as well. So, but what led me to do graphic design was the fact that I can do something in a job field that does that, and it's either fine arts, which is Picasso's, museums, art galleries, or graphic design, billboards, magazines, illustrations, covers, you know, business cards, you know, and that looked like it would actually be a decent job to get. So I went that route because when I went to school, the instructors were telling me there's no jobs out there for illustrators. Well, I'm illustrating. It's helping. And if he was watching, I said, eat your words, you know, because some of us do make a living out of drawing. So, and there is a market for it if you know where to look for it and if you know what the market wants. Not everybody will like what someone has, but hey, as long as they're drawing and people like it out there, you know, if there are people out there who like what you do, there will be the market for it.
I keep looking at your mouse pads, and I'm liking them every minute. So the other thing that's really interesting about you is that you actually did do a little voice acting back in the day, and you had landed the great role of Golden Boy. How did you get that role?
Graphic design. This is a really funny story, too, because I really never had any voice actor training. Like I said, I'm a graphic designer, and that's what I was hired at ADV to do. And ADV was where it all happened. So talk about being at the right place at the right time. That's my story in a nutshell right there. Right time, right place. But the way it happened was by accident. Unfortunately, one of the voice actors couldn't make it into the recording booth, and the director was shorthand, Matt Greenfield, and he needed some people to do some Scream and Die sessions. So we all crammed in the booth. He asked our art director, can I get all your graphics guys to get into the booth and do some yelling and screaming for me? Well, of course, being behind a desk all day, waiting for files to load, yeah, there was a lot of screaming and yelling that would have helped get all that stress out. And it helped us work better. You know, it also worked out, too, because by the time we got back to the art department, our files had finished saving. So we had some huge files we were working on back then. But yeah, those little one voiceover moments became one-liners, two-liners, three-liners. And then one fateful day, we were watching a screener of Golden Boy, and the company wanted to show the rest of the staff, you know, hey, do you think we should purchase this? Do you think this is a good show? I was like, oh yeah, it's hella funny. And all right, well, this is one of our titles. So yeah, and everybody's laughing because, hey, that's so you, that's so you, that's so funny. It's like, except for the toilet thing, I don't do toilets, you know. And I got called into Matt Greenfield's office, and he offered me the role first before it went out to casting in case I said no. But I eagerly jumped at the opportunity because Matt said, I'll work with you. He looked like he really wanted me for the part. So I went for it, and the rest is history.
That's great. So, yeah, you said you're trying to work on a website, but is there any other smaller sites that are easier to build with that fans can follow, like a Facebook, a Twitter?
Actually, Facebook, under the same handle, DougSmithArt.com on Facebook. And occasionally I'll throw in some of my latest pieces up there and get feedback from the fandom. And it's like, do you think this is cool? Do you think you would like this? Do you think this would look cool? Eventually I will be like showing designs. I work at a place now that does T-shirts. So I'm looking forward to doing T-shirts again. But before I make them, I want to display them on my Facebook site until my regular website is fully functional again and updated. For right now, this is something quick and out there I can punch out for the fans to look at what's late and down the pipe coming down from my work.
Okay, so any upcoming projects you can talk about that you want fans to know about?
Well, I'm looking at all the stuff. I'm getting ideas to do. I still plan on doing a book of my art. That's something I've been wanting to do for a long time now, is get a collection of all my artwork. I still want to collaborate with some of the other industry guests to do a book on photos, and like maybe in the future share with the fandom our great adventures of our photos and the hilarity that we've been going through the years. And the iPad has shown such a great media to just digital devices. Let's put it that way: digital device, not just iPad. You know, I don't want to corner just them because they're not the only market out there. But it would be a great opportunity to see something like that published, you know, and have some of my illustrations mixed in with it. So there's some ideas that are coming out the pipe that I hope to fulfill on.
Well, thanks so much for coming out to Sugoicon, and
It's always good seeing you guys.
I want to see you guys. Yep, thank you.